This is an update on the scissor lift climber. Before, I had talked about a winch attached to the top of the scissor lift that would potentially lift the robot up. That is probably what we are going to be doing at this point. In fact, we will likely have two if space and money provides, one on either side of the robot to be able to keep the weight even and not tip. But I went through with Annabelle today, Annabelle, the mechanical lead for the team, and created a bill of materials for the design. Now, this is what I have. So we did go through and I created a design for a winch using parts that I found online. Now, this drawing isn't the best, but this is a top view. You can ignore that. That's on the other side of the page bleeding through, and it's a sim motor on just a bracket that holds it in. That's a standardized part on AndyMark with a sprocket on it. It's going to be sprocketed to a separate system with these are suspended brackets AM2986 that are the same that it's on the intake for my current robot. They're just suspended a little bit higher. And the reason for that is we want to be able to put the pulley on it, and we would want a bigger pulley than would be able to be mounted on the sim. So it would be bracketed, or it'd be chained up to that and run on that pulley. Now that's there if we need it, but a recent revelation, and that is the materials that we would need for that. Now, I should also mention that we would use at the end of the sim Versa planetary gearboxes to reduce the speed or increase the torque at lower RPMs. That way we could pull the robot up much better. Now, yeah, those would just be extended out here. We'd probably spin this and flip it around and put it on the other side so that the end of the sim with the gearboxes was out this way for space-wise. But what we did find was a winch on eBay. Now, there are a lot out there, but not a lot of them would serve our purposes. However, this one, it is eBay again, has this lever on there. Now, if we can figure out a way that we can remove that lever and it looks like it's just on with a pin and actually get a sprocket on there and secure, we can just use this as our winch and it'll work much better as a more contained system. In that case, we'll be able to do two fairly easily. Now that's the goal, to be able to do that, and that will be what we're working on the next couple of days. But that's that. We also have the link for the cable. And in terms of the scissor lift, we have Vex plastic stock, and that is just tubing with pre-drilled holes. It's plastic tubing from Vex. We'd get the 1x1 version, and that would be our for that. And also, no, that's pneumatics, my bad. 80/20, and the way the 80/20 would be set up would be that the bottom bolt on the sliding platform would go into the side of the little block of 80/20 and screw into a slider in there. And I know that is very vague, but just know that it would be secured to the side of the 80/20, and we would tap the bottom of it, or the top, whichever way you'd like to look at it, and screw that onto the top of the piston. That way we can have a secure system that runs like that. The pneumatic system is just like any other pneumatic system in FRC. There's not much to explain there, but I just found a few mounting things which I thought were relevant, and I'll work more on that later.